And we're back here on the Cutting Room Podcast here with your mass creative, Damian King. And I'm here at Rival Pro Wrestling's event here at Dirt Dog in Commerce, California. And I have none other than the Horchata King, designer, owner, Adrian Quest.
What up, dog? What's up, G?
What's
How's
up, man?
it going?
How you doing? Appreciate you for taking the time out here. And I want to just let you know how this kind of came to be and how this interview came to be. And today, the first time I actually saw you was at Rival Pro Wrestling's show a year ago. You had a match with Che Cabrera.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. That night specifically, I had the flu too.
Did you?
Yeah. So I fucking had my Jordan game that day.
Oh, the flu games. The flu game. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that flu game, my bad.
Yeah, the flu game. That's awesome. I'm a big sneakerhead, so I know the significance of that game. But still, put on a great match. Took an L that night, but still put on a hell of a show because I walked in literally after a watch party at Baby Bros Pizza in Long Beach, shot over to Baldwin Park, and got to check out my very first Rival Pro show. And I walk in, and here's big meat, Latino meat, Che Cabrera, and here's this suavecito guy walking into the arena, very no sell, everything. I'm like, damn, who's this guy? Sure enough, I did my homework on you. I'm like, I got to check this guy out and get him on the show. So appreciate you for coming on today. First question right off the bat. We all know how you became a pro wrestler. Cheating Death, Stealing Life, the Eddie Guerrero story DVD.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Every day after school, like when I was in elementary school, I'd go home, watch that shit religiously, bro. I had it on VHS and DVD. We have much, but I had it on VHS and DVD, dog. I had to.
So you didn't get to watch it when it premiered on UPN that night after SmackDown?
No, I didn't. Yeah. No,
okay, that's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
What is there any specific sequences from that DVD that you recall?
Let me see. It's been years since I watched it, but there's a part where he's driving down and he's like he's like in El Paso and he's in his lowrider or one of I don't know, if it was his or not, but yeah, he was driving down and he's explaining like, oh, that's why I went to school, shit like that.
Which would have been Jefferson High School.
Yes.
Yeah,
where he's like embarrassed about like his dad pulling up
his dad in the Pinto.
His
dad in the Pinto. One of my favorite moments, and it's kind of a connection to you. You come out to a song that has a Baby Bash instrumental.
You're right, yeah.
So I don't know if you recall, when he talks about Vicky and their love relationship.
Yeah, they start playing Sugar, right?
Exactly. So that's a little bit of a callback, but that's
just Chicano culture, bro. So it was like so embedded. I remember my Nino, when I was a kid, he would take me to lowrider shows and car shows. Yeah, and then he would bump Baby Bash, MB Riders, Lil Rob, of course, Lil Rob, bro. Fucking. So it's just like, embedded like within the culture, especially in the early 2000s, bro. 03, 04 was cracking like that. So
that's awesome. So one of the early matches that I've noticed that kind of you remember of your childhood would have been Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero, Vengeance 03, the United States title match.
Yeah.
What do you remember from that match?
Bro, that shit was intense. It was just like the structure of the match is a lot different from like what we see now, and I feel like what's missing now. But that's like probably my second favorite match of all time. Everyone's favorite, you could probably guess what it is. Halloween Havoc, Ray, Eddie, It's a cliche, but yeah, that's my favorite too. But and then second would be Eddie Benoit, Vengeance 03.
I don't know if you've noticed, but something that I did notice doing some research on you, when I rewatched that match, because it's one of your favorite matches, I noticed that a lot of Eddie's Titantron footage was taken from that match. So him rolling up in the lowrider, that little slow motion shot, that's actually taken from that match. And it was something I noticed, like, damn, a lot of this is probably one of Eddie's best underrated matches. Because everyone likes to talk about the Halloween Havoc match. One of my favorite Eddie matches had to have been the JBL at Judgment Day 04.
Or LA. Yeah, that was in LA.
I was present in the crowd.
Ah, damn, I'm jealous, bro. I was bummed I didn't get to go to that shit. I remember Mania 21. I just fucking grew up for the hood, dog. We can't afford that shit, but fucking, I wanted to go to WrestleMania 21 so bad, Staples Center. But yeah, that's a good match too, where it gets all bloody and shit.
Who was on the card in that EWF match? The first time you got to see this show live as a kid?
EWF?
Yeah. Was that the very first show that you got to attend?
Yeah, that was. One of my good homies now, Fidel Bravo, he was wrestling under a mask gimmick called Espíritu Infernal.
Okay.
And then he just happened to be like my good homie, like as I got in the business and stuff like that. There was another dude, SoCal legend, but like kind of forgotten. This dude named Bino Gambino.
Okay.
That fool's lit. Yeah, and I can't remember who else, to be honest.
You have a history with Max, don't you?
Yeah.
What does Astro Viajero, the
Yeah,
mask,
yeah.
symbolize to you?
Honestly, that was they wanted me to come up with a mask gimmick, and I knew I was gonna lose it eventually. But honestly, I grew up a big Power Ranger fan. You know, I was a huge Power Ranger fan. I was obsessed, bro. That Saban era, you know, early '90s, early 2000s. So he's a mix. He's a little bit of like lucha inspired, silver Power Rangers in space, Silver Ranger.
Okay. But you have a very particular season of Power Rangers that you love,
Oh yes, I do.
which would be Turbo season.
Yeah, correct.
What out of
this was Nardwar and shit? How you know all this shit? You didn't look through my tweets, huh?
You won't disclose how I came to about the information, but just know that you're Adrian Quest, so we gotta know this. What about Turbo season did it for you?
Adam, the Green Ranger. It's just one of my first memories, you know, like just like watching it, you know, it's like early memories is just watching Turbo, and for whatever reason I was drawn to Adam as a character. Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes, and it's funny that you mentioned that because he was really the first Latino Power Ranger. If you really think about it, the long hair, dark skin. One of my favorite episodes, I don't know if you recall it, was when he was bitten by the vampire.
Is that in Zeo?
No, that would have been Turbo.
Turbo.
Yeah.
No, I think you're talking about Carlos. He was the second. He was the second
Oh,
Turbo.
you're right.
Ranger.
You're right.
He's the second Green Turbo because they ended up switching the power.
Exactly. But
that's I'm all nerdy now.
Yeah, no, but I can't. Look,
Actually,
he's the fan. Honestly, I was more of a space guy.
Oh yeah, I love
Rangers in Space. Andros was one of my favorite characters.
Right.
Even though Turbo was the season that
no one fucks with Turbo. I don't know why.
But that's the season where they really lost.
Yeah.
They lost Zordon. They lost their powers. They had to go to space to go find somebody else for help. It was really a turning point for the Power Rangers in that season.
Right.
Going back to your training, Jesse Hernandez was the one that trained you, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Are you aware of a film called Ed Wood?
I am. I've never seen it. I know he's like plays an extra or something, or he's a character in the movie, but I've never actually seen it.
So he was actually thrown over the top rope by pro wrestling legend George the Animal Steel.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this very cinematic connection to Jesse Hernandez, Ed Wood, directed by Tim Burton, and now Adrian Quest. So there's like a very cinematic feel to you where it was passed down to you. So it's really awesome. That was a fun fact that I learned while coming up with questions and doing my research with you.
Right.
What was on Young Fuego's Tumblr?
Damn. So I had Tumblr when I was in high school, bro, and what would have been on there, like a lot of MF Doom, a lot of Bart Simpson shit, just a lot of Goodfellas quotes, shit like that.
There's a lot we could jump into. What Bart Simpson posts were you posting at that time? Do you recall a certain post or a certain song?
It wasn't like super the cliche swap meet Bart in a Supreme shirt. It wasn't shit like that. It would be like obscure shit, you know. I don't know how to explain it.
Was it the post where Bart Simpson was laying down at 3 a.m. and just laid out, and there's like a song playing?
Oh, like a lo-fi beat.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be that era. Yeah, so lo-fi beat era.
Tumblr was really what inspired Burrmuda, is it not?
In a way, yeah, because I was really into like streetwear, and so like that's how I was introduced to it by my brother-in-law. Like he would always come around wearing the hundreds and stuff, and this was pre-Zoomies, so he would come around wearing Supreme hundreds and stuff like that. And as I got a Tumblr, I was introduced to other brands and stuff like that. Yeah.
I was a big fan of Stussy. That was my brand.
Yeah.
So when I think Stussy, I think Brea Mall, going to Boardwalk, saving up money that I could to grab all these brands that were inspired. Skateboarding movies. Are you aware of films like Kids?
I love
mid-90s.
Yeah, mid-90s is good. Kids is great. Yeah.
I feel like every time I see an Adrian Quest match, I'm looking at a cinematic view of mid-90s and the Kids, the Supreme era.
Yeah. I remember I'd save up cans, and whatever money I had, we'd go to fucking Fairfax. And I'd go with my sister and my brother-in-law. We just we'd camp out on certain things. I remember Black Friday sales were crazy. We'd pop in. You'd see like all the Odd Future fools fucking riding skateboards and bikes and shit. I used to skate a lot in high school too. So
we mentioned skateboarding, Fairfax, Odd Future. Then I got to bring it back to Kareem Campbell.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, City Stars, dog. Yeah.
What can you tell us about Kareem Campbell?
That was my guy on Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That was I don't like for whatever reason. Kareem Campbell was my guy.
So you're aware that his connection to Odd Future?
Kareem Campbell. No, I do not.
Now I'm gonna
Put me
put you
on.
on to
Put me on.
something
Yeah,
real
put me
quick.
on.
Kareem Campbell is actually the uncle of Nakel, which
Oh,
would be
really?
the guy from Odd
That's
Future.
wild. I had no idea.
So there's a connection. There's always a connection to whether it be skating, any interest of any wrestler. I always like to bring it back to a connection to the actual person I'm interviewing today.
Right, hell yeah.
So when I found out that Kareem Campbell was one of your favorite skateboarders, and I found out that you're a designer, like maybe there's a connection between Odd Future and the guy that's a fan of Kareem Campbell.
Yeah, Kareem Campbell had a brand as well, City Stars.
The Ghetto Bird.
Yeah, the Ghetto Bird.
Invented the Ghetto Bird.
Yep.
We're here in LA right now in the interview, but let's take it to the land of the rising sun, New Japan Pro Wrestling. How did the opportunity came about to train in the LA dojo?
So I became really good friends with Rocky Romero at the time. Yeah, and then he invited me to start helping out with the dojo and stuff like that. Like me and the two other wrestlers actually put like the floor installation into the dojo that's there now. Help put up certain things, before like they opened up and stuff like that. So I was doing like stuff where I'd like hold the guardrail like during those big shows that they used to do in Long Beach, like in 2017, I would say. Yeah. So and then that led into me doing the training camps with Shibata, and then like ones that they wouldn't announce to the public where you had to be invited by Shibata specifically. Like I forgot what they called them, but yeah. So
really paying your dues, and what an honor to be a part of that. Because I can't say that I've ever been exposed to the background of the New Japan way, but I know they're very respectful, and whoever they invite in, it's a real true honor.
Right.
How were you exposed to Japanese pro wrestling, being a fan of WWE?
Going back to Cheating Dead Stealing Life, he brings up how he would wrestle in Japan a lot. And so like YouTube was still probably new around that time, but like whatever I could find on New Japan Pro Wrestling, I looked up on YouTube. And that led me to like find videos of Hayabusa and stuff like that. Ultimo Dragon.
Eddie Guerrero being Tiger Mask, the original Tiger Mask, and then him and
Black
the Pegasus Kid.
Yeah.
Which would be Chris Benoit. They're legendary matches in the Super Junior tournaments.
Right.
How open was New Japan's creative offices with you when you came in? Were they open to you being your unique style, or did they have a little sprinkle into your creative ways?
They let me be genuinely me, which is like I'm super thankful for. Like whatever I had to bring to the table is what they wanted.
You talk about Rocky Romero, but there's also somebody else involved in New Japan Wrestling that has a very special place in your heart when it comes to your career. TJ Perkins.
Yeah. When I was real young, he actually helped train me. Yeah, that's my dog right there.
How did it feel getting the win over Big Brother at Menace to Society for Rival Pro?
Man, that was dope. Just because it was like a student versus teacher type feel, and he's taught me so much inside of the ring and outside of the ring. He's actually like one of the first few wrestlers that I would see like would bring streetwear culture into pro wrestling.
Was not aware of that.
Yeah.
One thing I was aware of when I watched your match with him, that you gave him respect when you kneeled down before him and he told you, no boy, get up. And it was such a genuine moment in a match. And it's very rare to see that in a pro wrestling match when it comes from a mentor to a student. Very best advice TJP has ever given you?
Shit, do me, I would say maybe I can't think of it like an exact, but just to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Awesome. You're part of a stable. What binds Los Suavecitos together?
I would say we're all Chicano, but it's similar struggles. Similar struggles of like how we were raised, how we grew up. Like we all have like we could all talk about like how we grew up, laugh about it, and it makes us us.
Okay. You guys had monumental moments as a faction, holding gold from different promotions. One of my favorite moments that you guys have had together would be at FSW in Las Vegas. You guys rolling up in the lowrider bikes.
Right, yeah.
It was such a very you never see that in pro wrestling. It kind of reminded me of the Vibe Awards in 2005. I don't know if you recall 50 Cent and The Game performing together.
No, I do not remember but yeah.
there was a moment where it would be the women that came out in the lowrider bikes, but it was a very LA influenced performance. And when you came out in the lower bike, it looked like Big Brother coming out to help out the younger, people in the group. It was such a good moment. What do you remember from that night?
From that, like, just the people that actually brought the bikes were hella cool. They have like a lowrider bike club out there, and yeah, they were just really cool people.
You've debuted for many promotions, from being in New Japan and here in the SoCal area. But what did it feel debuting for CMLL?
Man, that was crazy. Just from watching it growing up, seeing how how the crowd reacts to like on TV, and then living that. You know, being against Ultimo Guerrero in the beginning of the Grand Prix was insane. Yeah, it was a dope experience, bro.
What does it feel like seeing your face draped down from Arena Mexico? What does that do to a person?
I thought that was tight. My mom went crazy. She was like, "Tell them to ship me that shit." She's like, "I need that shit." If they would have shipped it, that shit would have been hanging in the back, bro. Straight up.
And did they let you take that home or no?
I remember asking. I think they were down. And I just never followed up.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to see that shit every time. I go to my mom's.
It's emotional. It gets emotional because being Mexicano, going to Arena Mexico, every pro wrestler, if you really think about it, that's one of the goals.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
one of the the check marks on the list. And you got to experience
Pro Wrestling
that.
Cathedral, bro.
It's a wrestling cathedral. It is, really is. Something I ask every guest that comes on to the Cutting Room Podcast here: top 5 films of all time.
Okay, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
The one with Ivan Ooze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put Selena up there.
Okay.
Nacho Libre, not on some cliche shit. That shit's just funny.
Okay.
That shit's good. Nacho Libre, Goodfellas is up there by 5th. Maybe Hot Rod.
Ooh, maybe that's
Hot
a good one.
But that's it. Like, that's the one I could think of right away. But maybe Hot Rod makes the top 10 for sure. But I'll just say Hot Rod for now.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments from a Hot Rod has to be when they're introducing the crew. He's like, I'm Rod, and I like to party.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm Dave, and I like to no, I'm the only one that parties. Yeah. So apparently here, Adrian Quest is the one that parties in this group.
The only one.
Are you a Wonka fan?
Big Wonka fan.
I've kind of noticed in one of your posts that you have a Wonka bar in your office. Is that true?
Yeah.
Are you aware that Willy Wonka, the film, is going to be screened in the Cosm Theater?
No, I did not. I did not know that. That's the one with the
exactly. It's basically the sphere or the dome that's right here in Los Angeles.
Right.
I was able to watch a watch party for the Elimination Chamber when John Cena turned heel.
Right.
If you're able to go and attend a screening of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at the Cosm Theater, I recommend it for anybody as a Wonka fan. Yeah, so I put that to you, that knowledge. If you get to,
perfect. It was good. Hell yeah.
Oh, it's an experience, dude. Right. And I got to ask you, remember about the guy that got everything he ever wanted? He lived happily ever after.
Right.
I'm here on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm rolling through Colton, California.
Right.
What food spots do you recommend?
Tacos y Más.
Tacos y Más.
Tacos y Más. That's a spot. It's a little expensive, but it's like, I don't know, they up their prices and shit, but Tacos y Más is the spot.
I'm a charbroiled burger kind of guy. Is P&G Burgers any good?
P&G's is good, bro. Yeah. Some people have different opinions. I fuck with P&G's. It's a Colton staple, bro.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Because I'm aware that Rival Pro had some shows in HP. Am I right or wrong on that? In the park.
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Did you ever hit up a Tams?
I haven't. There's one in a city called Yucaipa where I would go visit my grandma, and there's a Tams up there. So yeah, I have had Tams before. It's the same shit as P&G's pretty much. But
if I'm in Colton, California, after a good burger spot, I gotta hit up Rosie's Liquor, right, for a patona.
yeah, you do. Hell yeah, that's by my mom's thing.
So the final question I ask every guest that comes on here: the Adrian Quest biopic has been greenlit. You have creative control. Who's directing your film?
Shit. Who's direct? I don't think he's ever directed anything, at least but I'm going to say Jim Carrey, dog.
You want Jim Carrey
to direct it? Yeah, to direct it. Fuck it.
Any favorite Jim Carrey film that you have?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber too, bro. Not the second Dumber, the OG Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
And there's actually a connection. You actually put a Burrmuda hat on the Grinch, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
That's one of my favorite photos you ever posted, honestly.
Thank you, bro.
Who's portraying Adrian Quest?
Shit, Jim Carrey, dog.
So the title of the Adrian Quest biopic.
Get it how you live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is When I Come Around by Don Kennedy still the opening song to your biopic?
That's the opening, ending credits. We're gonna throw it in the middle of the movie, dog. Hell yeah.
How does it end?
Shit, how does it end? Damn, me drinking a beer. Yeah, hell yeah.
Downing. Oh, what type of beer exactly?
Modelo, Pacifico, yeah.
Victoria?
Yeah,
A little Victoria? Any cerveza for the homies, you know? Adrian Quest, I appreciate you for coming on the Cutting Room Podcast and taking the time out prior to your match with Fetal, which this isn't your first time meeting with him, correct?
No, it's not.
Who's going to take the win tonight?
Tonight me, dog. What the fuck?
I don't even know why I asked that. Honestly, hey, for the homies, Adrian Quest, appreciate you for coming on. And like I always say, pro wrestling is cinematic, and that's a cut.
Ahí, baby.